Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm well. Nice to meet you, Maggie.
Same here, honey.
So we can jump right into this.
Okay.
You had the under eye puffiness, which is like
Yeah.
my nemesis big time.
Yeah.
So what I like to explain first is that I'm not a certified esthetician.
No, I know.
I am a makeup artist. I studied under the best in the business. I've worked with some of the most amazing celebrities in the business. I do makeup, but what I don't know, I will always find out for you, and I can tell you what I do. And at times we may have guests on that are my
Hey, I'm open. I'm open.
Yes, and everything else. But what I've got for you, I think will work. So the first thing, let's start with the common kitchen item, would be green tea bags.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever hear the trick? Like my grandpa always said, if you had a sty, like steep a tea bag. So this, you're going to do the opposite. You're going to steep the tea bag for no longer than 2 minutes because you're not trying to get rid of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're going to put the tea bags separately, but in like a Ziploc bag and put them in your freezer.
Okay.
And you take them out. And then in the morning, when you get up, before you're ready to do anything, lay those 2 tea bags under your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's the old cucumber chick, but it's got the green tea and those, the things in it. It sounds kooky. They sell those patches for like $20 for like 4.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a whole box of green tea and
for that price.
Yourself. Exactly. Something very simple that just starts off your day before your skincare routine. Then if you do like your skincare routine, I do have on in the Facebook group, I did a huge morning AM routine, a PM routine. Go back and find it. It's super helpful. It's directly, I did it with an interview with my esthetician. It's basically what I do. I gave you everything from high-end products to low-end products.
Right.
However, tell me you can see this. Let me see, come back a little bit. Do you see that? It's called the Ordinary.
Okay.
It's a brand. It's only $6.70 at Ulta or Sephora, either one. I try and tell you to avoid those places because 98% of the people that work there are salespeople. They're not makeup artists. They are not skincare people. They just want to sell you the junk you do not need.
Right.
I don't do that. I don't have a product to sell you. It's my knowledge is what you're getting.
Okay, got it.
This stuff I use every day. I swear by
Ulta?
it. Yes. What it is it's a caffeine solution.
Oh.
So I had already done my face because I had a call before you and she wanted to learn.
What is it called again?
So this is called the Ordinary Caffeine Solution.
Okay.
For under eye puffiness.
Okay. Okay.
And so prevents pigmentation and puffiness.
Can you see him? Can you see him?
Yes. So you're just literally going to take, I'm going to squeeze some of it out just so that I don't get it on my make. Here, hold on. Let's do this so I can show you. I'm going to show you an empty tube and pretend to do it. How about that? So once you drop it and it comes out like a little dropper, I'm still having trouble finding this camera. There it is. Like that. And so you're going to put a drop, a drop, a drop.
Okay.
Then you're going to you want to keep your head back because you don't want it coming down your face.
Right.
Caffeine is what wakes us up in the morning.
Right.
90% of people that like coffee that, there's the 10% that don't, whatever. And then you're going to tap with your ring finger. Believe it or not, it's the least heavy finger. Your under eye is the most sensitive part of your entire, your under eye and this inner part of your nose, the most sensitive part of your face. That's why we get those dark blood vessels that pop there. So you're tapping that in. It's still going to feel kind of wet. Let it set. You can even go out here to the crow's feet a little bit.
Right.
And let it settle. Then from there, after this is the last thing you do after you've done your moisturizer or whatever your thing is. I always tell people start off with that glass of water. I drink just like a normal 16-ounce tumbler. First thing when I get out of bed, I have it sitting by my bed. I don't mind room temperature. Some people want things. Then when I show you this, don't get scared. Okay. You can buy this on Amazon. You can buy, there's one by a company called NYX that's great. So do you see this color? This is a color correcting palette.
Right.
So these bags, even though they make us look like we're brown and pigmented, believe it or not, those are blood vessels. So it's blue. So it's the color wheel. So red and blue, purple, right? Opposite of that is orange. That orange. When I tell people orange, I mean orange. You can do, this one is really, really good. It's, I'm almost out of it. Actually, I got to get more.
What do you do with it, honey? What do you do with it? What do you do with it?
So I'm going to show you 1 second. So this one's called Jecka Black in 2.0. And it's also, it's a little bit more peachy, but for some people like me, like my age, like I use that more on clients because it's a little more peachier. My age, I need the orange. So you're going to take
you don't look that old.
I'm 46, but I have bags. I have 3 teenage girls, a husband that's
70.
This is going to be your best friend. So once this whole part sits in for, 20 minutes, whatever, if you don't have time, go in a little bit more, let it dry, you can do this. However, then you're going to take that orange and you're going to dot. Okay. Then I want you to either I use a brush, preferably something along the lines of this kind of brush. It's kind of flat, but a little fluffy.
Right.
This would only be my under eye concealer brush. This is what I use it for. You're going to buff that orange in. It's going to look like you just colored your face with the Crayola crayon. Then you're going to take your concealer, your light color concealer, and your foundation. Drop foundation, put your foundation where you want. Remember, you don't need a ton of this. Even if you don't want to wear the foundation, then just use your under eye concealer. That'll work too, because then you can go inside your nose crevices where you get a little dark here. And I can see, right on the camera, it'll make you feel alive. So you take that concealer on the brush, and then buff that in over the orange, feathering it. If you feel like you need a little more of the concealer, go with a little more. That orange is going to go away. You're not going to see that orange. You're not going to come out going, I look like an Oompa Loompa with an orange under eye. No, it's the color wheel. The orange is seeping in. That's going in underneath. You went over it with the concealer now. So buff in the orange a little bit, but then get the concealer over it and go with that. And I always tell people your concealer should be 1 to 2 shades lighter than your foundation.
Okay.
So that's a big thing. Remember, we want our eyes to pop. Like, hello, I'm awake. I look alive. I don't look like I'm, 6 feet under type of, like that's really what we as older women want.
What can I put to make my eyes look bigger or my eyes, the eyelids are lower? What can I do to make it look like they're up?
So that's an interesting question. We'll see how much time we have.
Okay.
If we can go further with this, trust me, I can do a whole thing with you. That's obviously a paid one where my more knowledge I get. And then plus I'm going to be doing a lot of Facebook lives too. So we can get there, or we can schedule another 15-minute consultation too. It's either near the, I don't want to sell you something that you don't want. So I tell people, what I like to tell them is that once you do your brows, this is like my favorite trick in the world. And I actually haven't done it yet today, so you're lucky because I didn't do a full face. You're gonna go in with a little brush.
Actually.
What's that?
I don't do my brows.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the first thing you would want to do is maybe just go in and even them out and edge them, because I don't do a heavy brow. I have no brows, to be honest with you.
Oh, yours look good.
Yeah, that's all me. That's all like, and I don't do those big, huge ones like everybody does. And
me too.
I don't need all that. So if you got like your regular brow brush that has the slant on the come on. I gotta put everything here. I wasn't planning on doing that. That's why it's in here. Okay, so just your regular brow brush that's got like the angled edge.
Right.
And it's got the little spoolie on the other side.
Right.
So I'm going to try and do this quick because I don't want it to cut us off.
Okay.
So I go in with my I'm going to not look at you, but I do see something that needs fixed anyway. So, so you're going to square it up the bottom part with to the high part with your eyebrows. The high part is going to go there. You're going to kind of tap your line to make that edge right there.
Okay.
And then literally start to kind of fill it in, and then just bring it. You actually have great arch to your brows.
Smoky.
You're fine. Normally it would be my kids, so.
Okay.
So then the same thing over on this side. I did the top part. And what's really weird is one of my eyebrows is way fuller than the other.
Right.
So then once you did that, you squared it up and you went this way. And then, you know, you filled it in or whatever.
Right, right.
I now created a brow, which is great. Then to give you that little lighter under right, I go in with like a little bit of a neutral, oh, crap. I'm trying to find a good color for you. Just any kind of a neutral skin tone color.
Okay.
Okay. And where you just did that brow, so I'm using, it's like a peachy pale nude.
Okay. Even though I have olive skin.
And I'm going to go under.
Even though I have olive skin.
Even though you have olive skin.
Okay.
You can go a shade darker than that if you want.
Okay.
I would think that would work for you, to be honest with you. I would think.
Okay.
Yeah. I think you'll be okay. You don't want to go too light.
No.
You don't want your eyes to be like looking like you're wearing white under your eyes. So I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah, I can.
I just put a little bit under my eyebrow.
All right. Okay.
And it kind of made everything brighter. Now I did the orange today already.
Right.
Because I had to put on some makeup. And that was it. That was the whole.
You don't need any. You're very pretty.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, we all have our moments where we're like, oh, what can I do? But that's my job. That's why I'm here. I want to teach people the proper way. I'm over the YouTubers and the thing. They want to sell their products. They want you to go and buy.
Exactly.
I don't have anything to sell you. You know, that's not my game. What I want to sell you is my knowledge, because I've worked with the best in the business.
Right.
I've worked on some of the best in the business. So I just want people to get my knowledge and get it out there. I can't work in the industry right now because of COVID. Right. So this was the best thing for me, because I feel like I'm really helping people and doing my mailbox will be full of family and friends every day. And finally it was just like, why don't I take this to the people? This is what people want.
Real quick, they don't want to. One question: what is the best kind of moisturizer to get?
Moisturizer. So
I've been using L'Oreal.
L'Oreal's great. I have all that in the AM and PM routine. I give you anything from a low end to a high end. Go in and read those. Those are great. And because I got dry skin. I personally use, as well as what other people like, what I've researched, I guess you could say.
Got it.
So that would probably be my best advice there.
Okay, honey.
And if you want to go further, we can do a 45-minute, we can put a face on you. I can teach you a 5-minute face. I can teach you, you know, I have moms that come up to me like, why do you always look so good when I said, this is not a full face of makeup. This is 5 minutes. It takes me 5 minutes. It took me 8 minutes in the beginning, and I've got it down to a 5-minute face where you can leave and go shopping, and people will be like, you look like you've been, glowing. You're glowing.
Well, you do. You do.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm really excited to do this. I'm so excited to bring this to the people and, just be real with it. Like, I don't want to be a fake or a phony, because that's not what I am.
No.
So yeah, we can definitely go there.
Well, a lot of people tell me that I don't look like I'm 70.
You don't.
Do take care of my skin.
I was going to say, are you in your 50s? Like,
no, I'm 70.
I think it's fantastic. Anybody can learn at any age when they want to start.
Right.
And
I really believe in taking care of your face. I mean, one thing.
Absolutely. Taking care of your skin is the biggest issue in the first place.
Right.
So
Right.
yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, those are my best things. So the tea bags, start with that. Get the caffeine for underneath your eye for the puffiness as part of your routine. Go in and read the AM and PM routines.
Okay.
I have low end products to high end products. They're all the same.
Right. Usually I think that's what it is. They're all the same.
And if you're looking for a
actually.
something brow, I would start with a powder first for you, like I said.
Okay.
And NYX is my favorite over the counter brand. It won't break your bank. You can buy it at CVS. You can buy it Walgreens, you know, places like that. NYX has great stuff. I would say you would do like a medium to, I would start with either a taupe or a medium for you, so that you're not freaking yourself out. Like, oh my God, I look like I got these big caterpillars now on my face. You know, take a picture, send it to me. I'll answer it. I'll be like, nope, this is what you got to do. Remember, I said this, you know, that kind of thing.
Got it.
Yeah. And if you could go on my Facebook page and just leave that this was a great call or it wasn't a great call, I would totally appreciate it. I just want people to know how real this is and
it is
how
very
much my heart is really into it.
You're very real. I appreciate it. And very pretty.
Thank you so much, Maggie.
Okay.
It was so great talking to you.
Same here. And you have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.